I want to give a quick warning because this one is very short from looking at it right now. And so if you have read I think Spider Shoto X listener, this is the same plot story as it, so please go watch that if you don't know the plot before this. So here we go. Almost all my friends are gone after the other girl disappeared, and that I already forgot, but it's basically the spider word for a half-human, half-spider. I think it's drider or something like that. Things have gone tight. More cameras, guards, and security. The office... Oh my god. The official report was that the Dipper ate the girl and managed to escape the dome. They have yet to bring back the Dipper. I'm going to say Dipper, even though that's not the correct saying. And that's one less monster to worry about. I wasn't like the other quote-unquote mice. In the eyes of all for one, I was a traitor. I'm a rebel who was caught. Soon I was pulled out of my cage and pushed me into the glass elevator. As it rised to the surface, I could hear the announcements chanting away. Well, hello everyone. Today's an entertainment is an interesting one. A little rat is a rebel, so let this be a message to all those pathetic people out there. Let this one be an example. They chuckled. As the glass cage set in place, I looked around to see forest all around. Because of All for One is merciful, she can survive for 240 hours and is willing to ask for forgiveness. She will be happily welcomed back into our society, he proclaimed. Soon, the dinner horn ran, and soon I quickly ran as I waved through the trees. Behind me, I could hear growling and fast feet approaching. I quickly grabbed a loaf of bread I smuggled in. My quirk allows me to multiply objects, so I quickly made a whole bunch of loaves and dropped them on the ground. As I made my escape, I soon made it out of the forest, but because I wasn't watching, I quickly fell into a pit. Inside was a big open area. It was a sandy terrain, and there were many rocks and boulders piled onto each other, creating many caves and caverns. But as a slippery rap to escape. As I made my way through the terrain, I couldn't help but feel like I was being watched. Yin slowed her steps as she slowly looked closer and closer at the rocks. She stared back at her were hundreds of serpent-like eyes staring down. Wait, what? And staring back at her were hundreds of serpent-like eyes staring down at their prey. This was the Naga pit. The leader, or the most healthiest looking, was a purple-haired, sleep-deprived-looking Naga. It was a standoff as everyone stood still, waiting to see who would make the first move. Yin quickly made a run for it. As Yin pulled out of the pit, she noticed a small puncture wound in her leg. With a grunt, she slowly made her way to a somewhat nearby willow tree. So this is how I go out, Yin groaned as she multiplied her bread loaves. Food, whispered a voice. Yin turned to see a bone-skinny, malnourished, green-haired Naga crawling his way over to the bread. As she stared at the weak thing, she sighed and left her tiny mountain of bread to him. Zuko scoffed down the loaves of bread as Yin slowly got up and limped away from the tree. As Azuki finished his bread, he noticed that the girl was gone. Quickly looking around, he noticed a limping figure a few yards away, so he silently and quickly slithered after her, but just out of sight. Yin eventually found a small cave and waited for the venom to take her as she slowly fell asleep. Azuki managed to catch up to her, but noticed the snake bite on her leg, so he quickly made a cure paste and placed it on the wound. The sun shone through the glass dome and shined down into the rocky mountain section in the dome. As Yin slowly opened her eyes and quickly held her gasp when she felt something wrap herself in scales. She found herself wrapped in a green, scaly coil. Yin slowly tried to wiggle her way out of the snake-like bound. Just as she was about to free herself, a strong arm pulled her back down. Turning her head to see, oh my god, I can never say the right word for snake's eyes, but like, you know how like they're slit? That word. I think I never can say it. I think it's slipperit or something. It was the same green-haired Naga from the willow tree. Now that he was closer, Yin could see that he had adorable freckles on his cheeks. When the sunlight managed to find its way into the cave, forcing the Naga to wake up to reveal matching forest green eyes. Ah, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to thank you, so I helped you. The green Naga stuttered as he hid in his coils. Yin giggled at this monster, a strong Naga coiling a tiny human as Izuku held under his coils. Yin made her way over his coils and continued her journey. She was hoping that maybe the cave the Dipper was in would still be untouched, thus a chance she could escape, all but unaware of the Shine Naga slightly following her like a lost puppy. As the days went on, Izuku continued to follow Yin loyalty as they traveled together to find an exit. I think this is the final one, because I wouldn't say this is like a 2 chapters type thing because it's 2 different characters. I think that's the final one of this. But so yeah, tomorrow will be your little alien Bakugo X listener. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye, lovelies.